has to double check. It was toggle.
That would be horrible.
I do have a question for you, though, Justin, about the Josh Greenbaum recording.
Yes.
What is the topic of it?
It is about it's customer success and how our supply chains impact not just on within the supply chain organization, but how supply chain impacts the rest of a company. So if you think about sales, marketing, operations, it's how do the improvements, the benefit within a supply chain, the metrics that we look at, whether it's inventory or visibility, how are those helping the overall business improve?
Well, that's interesting.
So it's not just looking at, we think about things very supply chain centric,
Yes,
but
we do.
the reality is supply chain goes so much broader,
Much broader.
Within an organization, and that's what the focus is. So we're working with some of our clients to look at that, where they
Very
can talk
interesting.
about how their collaboration has improved. And it's not just within the organization. Think about some of our customers in packaging who have vendors or customers,
Yes.
right? So how is it improving our customers' ability to serve their customers and provide visibility to their customers of what's going on in the supply chain?
So if I hear that, my thought would be that paper, that discussion, that video, that information would really fit well into our brand campaign, but not necessarily be a piece that I would use as a compete campaign.
Completely agree.
And it's probably not platform either, because that's really solution based.
Correct. This is more overarching. It's looking at 4 to 5 of our customers and how they're tackling it, but also how is Legility differentiated in the market to be able to support companies and their initiatives around that.
It's a beautiful thing. So the other one then so that's not the CXO talks.
No.
So what's the CXO talks focused on?
CXO talk is focused on our leadership and differentiation within the market, but really taking a look at how Alan is a thought leader and how he is very knowledgeable on what's going on, right? So, but it's similar to what Josh is working on in the sense that he's going to be elaborating on why C-suite, the audience that is engaged with CXO Talk, why the C-suite needs to think about supply chain as a strategic lever of their organization.
Beautiful.
So supply chain is not a cost center, right? It is a strategic part of an organization, and that's what Alan's going to be talking about. And we're going to talk about the business drivers, how the supply chain industry has changed, how it's become so much more important in the last year, which I think is going to resonate well. And we'll talk about sustainability, and then he'll actually give some tips on what are things that the C-suite should look for when it comes to talking about or thinking about their supply chain.
Very nice. Those are 2 really good topics, and they're content that we need to really position ourselves, our organization, and our leadership capabilities. So those will be really excellent to have.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to it.
I'm excited.
Yep.
Okay, good. When do I get them?
I'm sure not soon enough.
Well, I will bake both of those, though, into the campaign plan for the brand campaign.
Yeah.
And I will let Rachel know that they should not be baked into the compete campaign where Daniel thinks they belong.
Yes, that's correct.
So we'll just slight shift. I think I'm not sure he understood the context of the papers.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Will we be able? So one of them is going to be video, right?
CXO's video.
And
Josh is going to have a webinar that goes after the white paper.
Okay. Are we going to be able to cut out any of that video? Cut it at all? It has to be used in its entirety. Okay, just checking before I get myself in trouble.
Yes. No, they will provide. I'll double check on it, but they will provide us with a one cut that we can use in promo. But we are not allowed to make any additional small snippets, cuts, or anything else.
But we'll have a one cut to use for promo for social. Okay.
Yeah.
At least I get that.
Yeah. And I'll confirm with it.
Are any of the projected dates on a smart sheet in your area?
Not yet.
Do we know what month we might see some of these?
So I would say that CXO Talk, we're recording it on Tuesday.
Okay.
I think to be safe would be early April.
So it could be a potential use in April.
Yes.
Okay.
CXO Talk, I think should be definitely used at some point in April. I'm hoping on the earlier side. And then for the white paper. I know that the interviews I'm looking at are not going to be scheduled until 2 weeks from now because of customer availability.
Okay,
So then he's got to write it.
okay.
So we're probably looking at, and then there's back
So
and
just
forth
in
and
May.
approvals and edits and all that. So it's going to be
May or
late
June,
April, I would say at the latest, mid-May.
May, okay.
Because I know we'll want to get it through fast, so we should be able to do the edits and approval. The only potential hiccup would be customer review and approval, because we
Mhm.
have to give it to them.
Sometimes they take a while, as we
Exactly.
know.
Oh, yeah. So,
Well, that helps me in my campaign plan that I was supposed to do this morning. Yeah, I haven't really started it.
That's laid plan.
I do have one other question for you,
Yeah.
work related. And you'll be able to delete the email without reading it based on this.
oh, nice.
Do you have access to any MQs outside of supply chain?
Like the BI one,
Like the FPA financial planners?
it's worth a shot.
Okay, I sent you the link. Scott is,
Scott, Abate,
no,
Condon?
Baldwin is looking for it.
Did you send me?
I sent you an email on it with the link to the paper.
Let us see.
Oh. I told him I didn't know. He's like, well, you could check. I'm like, well, I can't check. I've lost my login credentials.
Log in. Continue. I love autofill. Hopefully it
We're
works.
trying to adjust your lights and also the comment feature.
Yes, I do.
Oh, can we get a copy? May I get a copy of that and share it with Scott?
View full document.
But now above the Legility logo is brighter than like Marty. Would it help if the here, Carl, go watch and tell me.
Just do this.
Does bringing this light? I mean, clearly this helps.
Wow, that's bright.
Now that it's eliminating the shadows.
Here, you want- there you go.
There's still some shadow there, but that's very bright in between them. It's like they're shining the light on the solutions.
Shine the light.
Yeah. I mean, does it look
This
silly?
little light of mine.
Oh, that was wrong.
You know, it's weird. I can't download it on mobile.
I mean, would it help if we put a table right here with this light on it? Should we look at doing it as a down light?
Well, here's the thing. How, like, our first immediate need is just Alan being recorded.
Yes.
So if we're going to focus on anything, let's just focus on
On
a
getting-
single person.
Single person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're right.
Well,
And you're going to keep tweaking this
Well, yeah, of course.
over time. I mean,
No.
No,
we
it's
will never
this is
learn
Ron
how to-
Popeil. Set it and forget it.
oh, so you're going to dice it and slice it?
There's a delay on the live stream, and so I just saw myself
No.
pop up from in between each two.
You're gonna have to send the link to this to us so we
Oh.
can get the.
Yes.
So we can laugh.
Well, you two had like intelligent conversations.
I had questions I needed answered.
Actually, that was really good interplay.
What's weird though is that there's a chat capability, right? We on Restream are supposed to be able to see what people are posting on social media,
Mhm.
and be able to like pull that in to comment on it. And I've commented twice, and I commented right at the start of the thing, and they still haven't shown up in here, and that is wrong. That is not what's supposed to happen. They're supposed to show up in here. So,
Cool.
but there you go, Marty. You went live.
Woohoo!
Does that mean we checked this off the box?
Yeah, I'm going to check it off. I'm going to say, hey, Sean, we went live.
That's right. And you had 2 viewers.